Well, some people can buy a piece of furniture and just leave it as is, and that's usually what I do. But some people like to take that furniture and turn it into a complete piece of art like Orly does. This is so beautiful, Orly.
Isn't this fun? I swear I can't leave good enough alone.
Yeah.
Like I see something, I'm like, that's cool. Hold on.
I can make it better.
Yeah, I can make it better. Yeah, this is such a fun thing. This is super, you can make this super custom color-wise to whatever works in your home. And it has that great like handmade, slightly mid-century modern bohemian vibe, which is really cool. And you can do it to so many different pieces of furniture.
All right, yeah, so you're doing this you're making benches, which are beautiful. How do we start? Like, where do we get the bench?
So look, this was a bench that I got at a store, and it originally came like this. It had the seat on it. It was just a regular wooden bench.
Yeah.
When you're looking for a bench, what you want to make sure is that you look at the bottom to see that you can actually just remove the seat. All this had was 4 screws holding it in. So we flipped it upside down, unscrewed it, and the entire top just popped right off.
Okay, perfect.
Then what it left me with was a frame, a wooden frame that I could weave back and forth.
And I feel like sometimes I see these frames at like flea markets, just like random pieces that are like broken.
100% that already fell apart. That's a great way. You'll get a great price on it, and then you can make it look super custom.
All right,
Totally.
so how do we do this?
So you start off by doing a simple knot. No special technique, no special knot. Literally tie it and tie it again.
Okay,
then
like one corner?
Yep, and you can see I have it right there. My very first one was just tied right there, and you can actually see the knot down there. Then you're creating figure 8. So I'm gonna put on gloves, and if you guys are really doing this, I do recommend gloves because you need to pull tight, and it starts to kind of hurt your hand after a while.
This is gonna support some weight.
Yeah, so you really need to pull tight. So you can see, you keep the rest of the rope on one side, and I'm going to pull this one right here tight so I know I've got it. I'm gonna come up, over, and down. Oops, I got my own finger. And down, and now up, and down. And it's literally figure 8ing. Once you get to about 2 rows, 2 things I recommend doing. 1, karate chop it. Karate chop, highly satisfying. And then also pull. Pull really tight so those 2 are nice and tight. You literally just keep going. There's no special technique other than a step and repeat. Up and over, up and over.
Can you use other material than macrame, or is macrame what you need to use for this?
No, so this is macrame. Roping, this works great. Paracord would work great and has beautiful colors, even a clothesline. You just want a really strong rope that's not gonna stretch and that you can pull super tight. The benefit of this is there's cool colors.
Yeah, I know, it's so beautiful. I love this color that you chose.
And you know what's really fun too is you can do color blocking. So I thought on the end here, it would be really nice to do the cream. So in this case, you're not actually needing to do any specific weaving, it's just wrapping. So would you do that side?
Sure.
Up and around, and you, if you pull the tail so you don't get knotted up. And now I want to go to this one real quick just to show, you know, the V. You get this really cool V in the center. And the deepness of the V is going to be based specifically off this dimension on the side. So when you're coming up over and going back down, the bigger that dimension is, the more exaggerated your V is gonna be. Whereas, for example, this one over here that we're doing, you can see the V is a little bit slighter because it's only like 2 inches wide.
Yeah.
So that's part of the thing when you're looking at design if you really want that strong V.
And that when you change colors halfway through, how did you do that?
So this is so simple. So I'm gonna flip this down so you can actually see it. On the bottom here, if you can see a couple of these knots that we have, let me angle it, there you go. Underneath the bottom, before you come back up, you just cut off your original color, grab your new color, tie a knot really, really tight, and then come back up. And once you enter back up, there's no way to see because the knot's all hidden on the bottom. So you just have that cool sort of color block.
It's so cool. I love that. So I feel like that is just, I put that right in my house right now. It's so beautiful.
It's got really cool colors to it.
So how do you finish? Like once you get to the end, how do you tie it off?
So there's 2 things I would do. One is to make a really strong line. You kind of want to get your hands in here like this to make a straight line. And you want to do it section by section because obviously to get all the way in there is going to be hard. So every couple of sections do it.
Do that.
Then once you get to the end, I would cut this off right here and tie a knot to this one. So here it would be a knot.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep going so I don't wanna tie the knot right now, but basically you just pull it through like this, pull the knot super tight, and then you burn all your edges with a lighter. Because this kind of stuff is made, it's got like a plastic, it'll literally burn and become like a glue and
and seal it all together.
Yeah.
I love this.
Exactly.
Every time Orly does something, you always do cool things on the show, but I'm like, you need to sell these. They're so great. This is one of those things. They're so good. But you guys can make them at home. So make sure to visit hallmarkchannel.com for full instructions to make this part of your home decor. And